Hello, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Muhammad Imran bin Abdul Razak and I will present about my SM1, which is I choose a low speed wind turbine design for my PSM1. Okay, first of all, for my introduction of this topic, firstly, low speed wind turbine design, also known as the design which turbine can generate electricity with the least amount of wind speed compared to the actual wind turbine. Usually, the actual wind turbine we have it for 10 amp per second or until 15 amp per second to generate electricity, the wind speed. But for our low speed wind turbine, it will generate electricity for the least amount, which is it can generate for 5 milli per second. Okay, basically there's two type of wind turbine, which is horizontal axis wind turbine and vertical axis wind turbine. Okay, for horizontal, this is the most common wind turbine that we use in this world, which is Mm, the rotor shaft with three blades attached and parallel to the ground facing the wind. For the vertical axis wind turbine, it have a vertical rotor shaft blades that rotate around it. So because of the design, it can capture wind from all of the direction, which we can see at the right picture. We have the horizontal and vertical wind turbine as example. Okay, why we choose this topic? This is because recent concerns over the price and environmental impacts of fossil fuels have spurred the proliferation of wind turbines in a wide range of powers. Okay, the reason we choose this topic because wind turbine is a sustainability, which is wind power is a clean source. We know all the renewable energy is a clean source, so we choose this topic, and it doesn't produce any greenhouse gas emission. Okay, and other than that, as we speak before, wind speed, we choose low speed wind turbine because usually we need 10 milli per second the wind speed, but we generate the wind turbine, low speed wind turbine, which only need 5 milli per second wind speed. Okay, and then it is independence. It is independence. It can provide a sense of independence from the grid. We can use wind turbine to generate its own electricity, and it is a versatile versatility, which wind turbine system can be meet a variety power of system. Okay, the project objective of this project, it is because firstly we need to design a wind turbine and generator power production that can be used with the minimum amount of wind in our area, in housing area, which enable to generate electricity. Okay, and then after that, to analyze the power produced by the wind turbine system at various wind speed condition. Okay, for our scope of the project, first to adjust the angle of the wind turbine according to the preferences to ensure it is facing directly towards the wind, and then only apply in the residential area with the least amount of wind, which is 5 milli per second. So wind turbine wind turbine it's produced on the wind turbine farm, but our wind turbine with the least amount of wind energy, which is 5 milli per second, it can generate electricity for the house. Okay, and then the wind turbine project does not require battery to store the energy. For my literature review, okay, firstly I have detect 5. Usually there is many resources based on our project. But I only choose 5 to compare it to my project, which it has the same amount of the same topic as mine. Okay, firstly is The title lists economic feasibility of wind farm using low wind spin turbine. Okay, in this project, in this paper, it analyzed economic parameters of the technology, namely a net present value (NPV), a benefit cost ratio, an internal rate of return (IRR), a playback period, and a profitability index. Okay, for the second paper, it analyzed of airfoils and design of blade for a low speed 250 watt vertical axis wind turbine suitable for coastal areas of Bangladesh. Okay, and basically it use um, Bangladesh area for this project. Okay, and then the paper selecting the model NACF0021 as the airfoil, and it analyzed the pressure and coefficient of the airfoil. Okay, lastly, design from China, design and research of high performance low speed wind turbine. Okay, after that, we choose the optimal design of characteristic wind speed for small horizontal axis wind turbine, and experimental research. This thesis contrasts a validity by experimental analysis and simulation. The results show that the power output of the new airfoil wind turbine is improved by the characteristic wind speed of optimized design. Basically, this project, he create a new airfoil, and uh, he ran on the simulation about the optimize the wind turbine. Okay, lastly, capacity value of variable speed wind turbines. In this study, a formulation is presented for capacity value in which wind speed model based on a three-parameter Weibull distribution function is introduced. Okay, in this paper, it from the calculation, they produce the wind turbine that can receive variable speed wind turbines. So from the calculation, they calculate it and get the result. Now for our methodology. Okay, yeah, this is the research flowchart. My research flowchart, which is from the start, and then for the statement, continue with the literature review, continue with the designing, software making, prototype making, testing, and then the result. Okay, if the result are not suitable, or doesn't have any result, so I will uh, go to the software making. So I will make the design again on the software, and then if the result accepted, I will continue with the result analysis and then discussion and conclusion. Okay. Okay, and this is the operation flow chart for my project. Beginning with the start and then design wind blades, which is we need to design the wind blades that enable to generate electricity with the least amount of wind speed, which is 5 milli per second. And then run simulation to find the best blades designed based on the low wind speed. If the design doesn't work it, I will design again the wind blades, and then if the design is working, okay, I will continue with making the blades based on the result simulation, and then installation of the wind turbine system, and then continue. I will find a place which suitable with the low wind speed. Okay, and then if there is no wind flow, I will continue searching the suitable place, and then um, after the wind blades is turning, and then the wind blade is spin, and then if there is not enough wind speed, I will wait until the wind speed is coming, and then continue the gear from the wind turbine will spin, and then the dynamo system is working. Electricity is produced, battery is charging, and then That's the end. Okay, expected result. As we all know, wind turbine, wind turbine electricity is generated when the wind blades is turning, and then the gear will spin, and then it support the dynamo to generate electricity. And that's my project. Okay, we know that the higher the wind speed, the more the electricity power will generate. And that's the theoretical of wind turbine. Okay, in this for the conclusion, the low speed wind turbine system present a variable solution for small scale power generation that can be applied in various settings such as residential, commercial, and remote areas which electricity is generated. So for the rural area, the area which cannot be supplied by TNB using the cable, so we can use this um, wind turbine to generate electricity there. Okay, this is my references for the project, and lastly Gantt chart. Thank you and assalamualaikum.